You say no, not loudly, not dramatically, just no. And the room goes quiet. Not the normal kind, not the thinking kind, the kind where someone stops moving. They look at you. They don't argue. They don't explain. They just let the silence hang there until your chest tightens and you feel the impulse to fix it, to soften it, to take it back. That moment is more common than people admit. And it's where a lot of adults lose their boundaries without noticing. Here's what's really happening. Silence isn't empty. Silence is space. And space forces your brain to do work. It searches for meaning. It scans for danger. It tries to restore safety. So if the other person stays perfectly still, your nervous system often moves first. You start explaining. You start over-justifying. You start negotiating against yourself. Not because you're weak, because you're human. Picture this. You're with someone you know well, a friend, a colleague, a partner. You say something simple. I'm not doing that. I don't agree. I need a minute. And they respond with nothing. No anger, no argument, just quiet. But it doesn't feel peaceful. It feels like a wall, like you're being watched, like you're on trial, and you don't know the charge. That's the first signal. Healthy silence feels open. This silence feels like pressure. Most people think the person who speaks more has power, but in real life, the person who can hold tension without collapsing often sets the tone, because silence does three things at once. It slows the moment down. It makes you fill the gap. And it shifts responsibility onto the person who feels discomfort first. The uncomfortable person moves. They apologize. They laugh. They add context. They offer concessions they didn't mean to offer. And the quiet person learns something important. They learn what you'll do to escape the silence. Now, to be clear, not all silence is a tactic. Some people go quiet because they're thinking. Some people shut down because they're overwhelmed. Some people grew up in homes where conflict felt unsafe. So this isn't about labeling anyone as a villain. It's about noticing what the silence does to you, because your body will tell you before your mind catches up. You've seen this in small places. A manager pauses after you speak, not to consider, to test the room. A friend goes quiet when you disagree, and suddenly you're the one comforting them. A partner withdraws after you set a boundary, and you start chasing closeness like you caused the distance. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's automatic. Either way, the effect can be the same. You start performing. And when you perform, you reveal. You reveal what you fear. You reveal where you need approval. You reveal what words you'll trade for relief. Silence can extract information without asking. So what do you do? Not to win, not to dominate, but to stay steady. Because the goal is simple. Don't let discomfort turn you into someone you don't respect. First move. When they go quiet, don't chase. Don't add 10 extra sentences to make the moment safe. Let your original words stand, not with arrogance, with calm. A simple rule. If you meant what you said, don't decorate it to soothe the room. Second move. If the silence stretches, name the reality softly. Not accusing, not challenging, just observing. I'll give you a second. Take your time. We can sit with that. These phrases do something powerful. They remove the weapon, because now the silence isn't a threat. It's just time. Third move. Don't answer implied questions. Silence often tries to make you answer things nobody asked. Are you sure? Do you regret it? Will you take it back? Will you prove you're a good person? You don't owe your nervous system a performance. If they need clarity, they can ask. If they don't ask, you don't chase. And here's the part people don't expect. When you stop moving first, the dynamic may wobble, not with shouting, with colder quiet, longer pauses, more nothing. That doesn't mean you did something wrong. It means the pattern is changing, and patterns don't change quietly. Watch what happens when you stay steady. One of two things usually happens. Either the other person returns to a normal conversation, or they reveal something. They reveal that the silence wasn't reflection, it was leverage. And that's useful information, because now you can decide what kind of dynamic you're in, not based on their words, based on what they do with the space between words. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Silence is not always peace. Sometimes it's a test, and the test is simple. Will you abandon your position to make the tension stop? You don't need to outplay anyone. You just need to stop treating discomfort as an emergency. Hold the pause. Let your words stand, and watch carefully. Who respects you more, and who only liked you when you were easy to move? If this made you think a little differently, feel free to like the video. And if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.